Despite his accomplishments, his biggest frustration is leaving with the federal deficit higher than when he arrived. Just this week, the pasta sauce hit the shelves here at Wegmans. The nonprofit will receive $3 for every jar of sauce sold. Although he can't use all the donations he gets, he never turns them down, and he never turns down any help he can receive. Hey, thanks, Mike. Syracuse University just started some road construction out here on Waverly Avenue. Crews are digging up underneath the road some wiring, and it's going to take until about August 15th for them to get all of that work done. There might be a lot of people here today, but residents from Texas say they feel safe, but not overwhelmed by the amount of security.
I don't want them to get where I was at. I don't want them to die. I literally died on that sidewalk that day.
A shocking yet true story. Stephen Clemens lived on and off the streets of Syracuse for 7 years.
I remember it. I remember every second of it. I really do. It was like somebody took the breath out of me. Like I just didn't want to move. I didn't want to open my eyes. I didn't want to do anything.
10 months ago, that all changed when Clemens met John Tomino. Tomino helps chronically homeless people like Clemens through his nonprofit organization, In My Father's Kitchen.
In My Father's Kitchen is like the connector. So we're the guy, the boots on the ground, we get to know you, I hear your story, then we start to try to connect you to where you need to go.
Tomino recently started to package up his family's pasta sauce recipe with Clemens' help. He wanted to do something that could be used for the greater good.
The thing that fills my heart is the fact that it's helping us help individuals like our good friend Steve that's made moves to come off the street. Lives have been changed. We've helped 42 individuals come off the street. How many more can we help if we have more resource?
Just this week, the pasta sauce hit the shelves here at Wegmans. The nonprofit will receive $3 for every jar of sauce sold.
So with us, the purpose-driven part of it is the thing that really motivates people to go get it.
I just don't want these people to be where I was at. I don't want to. It's sad. I just got to keep doing it. And I'm doing it every day.
All with the goal of giving others the key ingredient to a better life, hope. In Syracuse, Jen Cardone, Time Warner Cable News. The GOP convention in Cleveland has been anything but ordinary, according to Politico editor Scott Bland.
It's been an unusual convention because usually these things are so scripted and you can almost say what the news is going to be before it even happens.
One of the main reasons? The discontent in the Republican Party. He says the GOP should make the election about Hillary Clinton, not Trump.
I think the big question now for Republicans is whether or not they can shift the conversation to where potentially it would usually be in an election like this after a two-term president, focused on the party in power and whether or not voters want to keep it that way.
Bland says Republicans who disagree with Trump are more worried about their own re-elections.
They've been able to separate themselves from Trump in state polling. The question is whether or not they're going to be able to carry that through September and October.
Bland doesn't see the Republican Party unifying before the election, and that's reflected among some Texans in Congress. Congressman Randy Nagebauer supports Trump.
Trump's campaign is a reflection of the frustration I think that the American people have. They're looking for the non-traditional candidate.
Congressman Mac Thornberry has concerns.
Some of his defense and foreign policy stands, I think, are certainly not what I agree with, not what's right for the country.
Conventions impact the election by giving the presidential candidates maybe their biggest chance before the debates to really speak directly to the American people.
Clinton gets her chance at the Democratic National Convention next week. In Washington, Jen Cardone, KMAC News. National Park Police were out in full force along the National Mall during the 4th of July celebrations this year. The annual parade route only encompassed a small area of 10 city blocks, yet police could be seen on bikes, motorcycles, and street corners looking out for visitors and residents of the district. Law enforcement officials say their goal is to remain very visible and present along the streets of Washington. There might be a lot of people here today, but residents from Texas say they feel safe but not overwhelmed by the amount of security.
I do feel safe, but at the same time, I don't feel like I'm being intruded on or there's way too many police here.
I think this is the most secure and protected city in the world.
Lots of police officers and security guards walking around here.
I do feel safe. Yeah, they're present. They're all around.
In all, people from Texas felt safe and content with the security presence this 4th of July. Reporting from Washington, I'm Jen Cardone.